Hello YouTube, Vlogger Eric's Rants here, and this week my video is about Anita Sarkeesian attacking Sargon of Akkad at her panel at VidCon. And honestly, despite my dislike of Sargon recently, my dislike of Anita is much, much greater. And if what has been said is true and Sargon didn't rise to Anita's obvious provocation, then that is props to him, and he has gained some respect back from me that he has lost over the last year. So, from what I can hear of the 12-second clip I found about this brief interaction, and apparently from some stuff I've read, Sargon of Akkad asked a question towards Anita Sarkeesian at her panel, probably the first time ever they've actually met face to face. And, well, Anita said this, quote, "Making dumbass videos that just say the same shit over and over again and like, I hate to give you attention because you're a garbage human." End quote. So, there's several things I have to say just on this quote. Firstly, quote, "I hate to give you attention," end quote. I don't think it really is that necessary for Anita to give more attention to Sargon, considering that Sargon has over 600,000 subscribers on YouTube, compared to Anita Sarkeesian, who has only about 224,000 subscribers. Now, I know that Sargon is just a social media ranter while Anita goes out and does talks, but really, it's silly for Anita to say that she, quotes, hates to give you attention, considering the popularity Sargon has and the fact that quite a lot of people know who he is. And of course, the irony of Anita calling Sargon a, quote, garbage human, end quote. And this is especially because she's the one who has spent the last several years playing the victim and screaming about how she's constantly being harassed and cyberbullied by everyone else on the internet. Semi-literally. Even to the point of going to the UN to complain about the abuse. And yet here she is at her panel attacking Sargon because he makes videos about her and asks her a question. Anita, the entire fucking planet is not a safe space for you. If you express your opinions on the internet, you should expect people to respond to those opinions. You have no right to censor people based on opinions. It's called freedom of speech for a reason. And of course, the irony of calling Sargon a garbage human, considering that she's done everything I mentioned earlier. And of course, calling Sargon a, quote, garbage human, end quote, is certainly not nice. I've heard that what Anita said about Sargon is a breach of the code of conduct at VidCon, and if that's the case, the people who run it should tell Anita to either apologize or get out. But of course, Anita Sarkeesian is a protected species, so VidCon will never kick her out. Now on to, quote, making dumbass videos. Really, Anita? I know you think the videos that Sargon makes are dumbass, but that isn't shared by a significant proportion of the community, and that includes me. Honestly, they're mostly informative, mainly deconstructing Anita's videos and exposing the falsehoods she's expressing. Have I seen any of these videos? No, I don't really tend to watch Sargon much, but I know that, according to a lot of people, they're interesting, insightful, and a substantive refutation of Anita's videos. Honestly, if anything, the one who does the dumbass videos is Anita. I honestly think she's projecting onto Sargon with that statement. And finally, Anita, if you don't want to give any attention to Sargon of Akkad, don't address him. Don't talk to him. Pretend that he doesn't exist. He wanted to go to your panel, and he did go to your panel, probably purely to stir the shit, because he knew that you would react in exactly the way that you did. He knew you would say what you said, and he played you perfectly. You fell into his trap, and you have exposed yourself even more as a hypocrite, a projector, queen of the victim complex, and an unaware idiot. Not that she wasn't all of these things already, but still, it just made that much more obvious. What the hell did you think was going to happen when you interacted with him? Especially since that is something that Sargon is extremely good at. And that's another reason why he's so big on YouTube. So anyway, Anita came out of this looking like an idiot to everybody except her fellow authoritarian left-wingers, and a hypocrite, and a projector, and all the other things I mentioned. And Sargon came out looking rather peachy to everybody but the same idiots to see Anita as anything but a projecting idiot, hypocrite, and queen of the victim complex. So, that is my video for this week. I hope you found it interesting. Please rate, comment, share and subscribe, and have a great day, everyone.